everybody in the building.
Oh,
Y'all clap
no.
up.
Oh, hell no. Get it, girl.
Heavenly Father, I request something quite rare from you, something that may not be understood by most, but I still have to ask. I ask to have a conversation with one particular man, just one, because his greatness never escapes from my mental capacity. His teachings embodies me as the cornerstone to our movement's wrath, you see. I have so much respect for this man. I have never met, never talked to, never laughed with. His teachings walk quite by and still grasp my heart in many ways, because it wasn't before too long he found the error in his ways. In my jumbled life, his legacy still fits into the equation, and his soul persevered. All I want is one conversation. In his eulogy, he was described as our shining black prince. Though we don't recognize a day for this man, I would just like to talk to him to help me better understand. The New York Times said that his life was strangely and pitifully wasted, but I know it was the impact of his actions is the reason by you he was saved. So if you did not judge him, then of course I can't. Not that I would, because I too know what it feels like to be ostracized. I get caught up in this revolution because I have different point of views that have manifested in me, so now, Father, I bring them to you. I want to talk to this man who took his pride and tossed it over his shoulder, the man who became more warm as his world became colder. Now, I suppose his 8th grade teacher could have been the initial trigger, telling him, quote, being a lawyer was no realistic goal for a nigga, unquote.
Come on, girl.
Well, I wish I could find that teacher. Or I'd even settle for the teacher's grandson to let him know that's probably where the route of by any means necessary begun.
What?
This man I'm seeking script with had strong desire to know himself, but he felt so perplexed. Therefore, he studied that supreme alphabet and replaced his last name with the letter X. His supposed black supremacy was a little much for most. I saw past that. I want to talk to him because he humbled himself and stopped putting faith in the flesh of a man, but into the foundation of Islam, which stands for change. It seeks to change the individual and the society. These changes go all the way from personal business to morality, economics, and politics. Whether it is apparent or not, he rested on a higher faith and he prayed to his Allah. Did you, Father, accept it? I know his pilgrimage to Mecca left no room for rejection. Can I please speak with Brother Malcolm? His eyes carry gravity, sincerity, his words scorching as he relived his father by the hands of a Klansman dying with no money for his mother, sisters, and brothers because his life insurance policy supposedly excluded suicide. But his father did not kill himself. I want to converse with this man who thirsted for sophistication, though his youth and young adult years were filled with devastation. Another journalist said he possessed promise that must now remain unrealized. And that's not true, because my children will know the truth behind the notary to honor him through controversy and never write him out of history. Many may not understand, but I do not care. It's not a prejudice, but a preference that I'm attempting to share, and my preference is to converse with a man that admitted even to the white man he was wrong. He didn't apologize for anyone but himself, and he wouldn't seek to change the matter of the lies even if it would lead him to his own demise. How often do we witness this? How often are we shown error by a man that swallows all modesty to bring forth the true meaning in adapting to civil supremacy? Lord, I wish we could show respect to him in an inclusive way. He had a postage stamp issued in 1999, a memorial and educational center opened in 2005, but nothing really to commemorate his implications. This man gave expression to black people's frustration, and that's why with Brother Malcolm, I'm dying to have a conversation.
Come on, girl.
He sat up in night protecting his family with that sawed-off shotgun from an image too close to his, a brother. Now, how often does a man say with no uncertainty, I'm not afraid to die, but I'll be damned if the truth goes with me? I want to converse with the man who went to later fight with an ending designation to United Nations, fighting on behalf of equal rights here in America and the third world nations. I want to talk to this man because 45 years, 6 days, 4 hours, and 17 minutes ago, 24 shots and 16 wounds, though I didn't hear them, had left my ears ringing and the stench of blood and flesh burning as a slug struck out of spirit, and I wonder why premeditated murder didn't carry a death sentence for the man they slain.
What?
Until realizing there is no such thing when a black man is killing another black man. I want to converse with this man who looked death in the face with a grin, that it seems after such an old journey at a young age, he was ready to go. He left no writings. His philosophy is known almost entirely from the myriad speeches and interviews he gave between 1952 until his death in 1965, and just in photographs. Again, his eyes. I see the bonfire of optimism, tireless devotion, conviction, restriction, desolation, and celebration. Illustration of what a humble man can be. He said, well, I guess a man is entitled to make a fool of himself if he's ready to pay the cost, and it cost me 12 years. A man that allowed himself to be carried away, not realizing until it was almost too late that none other than you, God, or his Allah, the Most High, rests the entity for the highest authority. I would tell Brother Malcolm that I attribute none of who he saw as persuaders. They were only as human as he was, and scope to misinterpret the same way that he once did. But that's what sets him elevated to the rest, not better, just upper via submission. Through his transition, he articulated our complaints and fought for equal liberties just as well as mainstream civil rights leaders did. And that's why I'm so moved, and that's why tears stain my face when I think of the promise that laid in the shell of this man. I have now, Heavenly Father, completed justifying my supplication to indulge in a well-needed, well-wanted, sincere, upright conversation with this man. Remarkable, stirring, sizable, scholarly, brilliant, heroic, luminous black man, our shining black prince. So involved, yet so complex. The black historian has just wrapped up her request to have just one conversation with Brother Malcolm X.
That river I've been running ever since. It's been a long time coming, but I know change gonna come. Oh, yes it will. It's been too beyond the sky. It's been a long time coming, but I know change gonna come. Oh, yes it will. Now I go to the movie and I go telling me, don't hang around. It's been a long time coming, but I know change gonna come. Oh, yes it will. Now I go to my brother. I said, brother, help me please. Somehow my brother knocks me down on my knees. It's been a long time coming, but I know change gonna come. Oh, yes it will. I thought I would make it, but I'm afraid I'm gonna die. Just like the river I've been running ever since. It's been a long time coming, but I know change gonna come. Oh, yes it will. I had thought I would make it, but I know I can carry on. Come on,
Sing, girl.
Come on, girl.
Take your time. Take your time.